What up, what up? We out here in Ybor City. Decided to take a quick staycation. Shelby's gonna be out of town for a little bit, so wanted to spend some time before she left together. And one thing that we like to do, we like to travel, but we also like to experience our city in a different way. It's cool sometimes to just basically act like you're a tourist, right? Get a little Airbnb spot in the heart of the city and just walk around and do cool stuff. The spot is pretty cool, man. I don't mind it. Overlooking 7th Avenue, there goes the Crest building over there. Real Tampa people know. But yeah, man, yesterday was dope too, man. We went to 7th and Grove, which has become a really great staple in Tampa. By the way, hopefully this mic sounds okay. I forgot our actual mics at home, so I'm talking through the audio with the phone. So if it sounds like trash, I'm sorry. But anyway, yeah, we went to 7th and Grove last night. 7th and Grove definitely is a Tampa staple. And they've actually made a lot of modifications to the spot, and it's really dope. Last night they had their event called No Skips, and they basically did the Gumbo album by PJ Morton front to back. Those who know that album's a classic. Shout out to Shelby for putting me on, but ever since I listened to that album, it's probably in the top 10 albums for me of the last decade or two. So it was a really dope event. And then last night we hung out for a little bit longer, and then today went for my little morning run and went to go have breakfast at La Creperia. I'm probably saying that terribly, but it's another Tampa, Ybor City staple. Had some crepes and some espresso and stuff like that, and it was really good. So today, the Bolts are in the Lightning. The Bolts are in the Lightning. Today, the Bolts are still in the playoffs. When this video gets uploaded, I'm not sure if we still will be, because we haven't been doing well in the first 2 games. We're down 2-0. We're playing the Panthers. So today's game 3. I'm about to go walk the streets of Ybor and maybe find a spot to watch the 3rd game. So yeah, that's what it is. Yo, so I'm back. Didn't really record much yesterday as we were hanging out in Ybor. Had a good time though. The Lightning won, which is cool. At this point, we're going to game 4. Again, by the time I upload this, or by the time you're watching this, probably over. Hopefully, by the time you're watching this, we would have moved on to the next series in the playoffs. But anyway, had a great time in Ybor. Dropped off Shelby at the airport. She's on the way to Texas. So your boy is on his Macaulay Culkin for the week, home alone. And right now I'm on the way. We're going to wrap up the weekend on the way to my man Freeman's house. We got the free show coming up this Saturday. And we're just going to come through and gather and just, fellowship as a way to prepare for the show on Saturday. And we decided to do a little cookout situation just to fellowship before the show. As a way to prepare and get ourselves on one accord type of vibe. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that to wrap up the weekend, and we headed home to prepare for the week. But peace. So we back in the crib. Again, your boy is on his Macaulay Culkin right now, home alone. Free's party was, it wasn't a party. Freeze gathering was pretty dope, man. So yeah, we gathered and we talked about the show that we got coming up. It's called The Free Show. It's literally a free show that we're putting together for the community, displaying some great arts, some great artists that we have as part of our creative collective. And it's gonna be a good time. If you're seeing this before May 3rd, come on out, follow Jinx813 on Instagram. You'll see more information about it. If you're seeing it after this, I'm pretty sure we'll post some footage and some photos showing how great of a night it is going to be. So, I just wanted to end this video. I was kind of trying to figure out how I wanted my lifestyle aspect of Find Joy in the Unknown, Find Jinx, how I wanted this aspect of the channel to be. And I think what I want to do is I want to basically take y'all on a journey, just show the regular, the normal life that I live, right? And at the end of it, just kind of give y'all some jewels or some things that have been deposited in my spirit. This week, one of the things, or actually in the last couple of weeks, one of the things that's been deposited into me was just the thought of just answering yes to your calling, or just answering yes when you're called to do something specifically. So over the last couple of weeks, there have been some things that I've been tested with to see if I would go ahead and step out on faith and really do the things that I've been called to do. Anybody that knows me knows that I am a very reserved, a shy person most of the time. Some people look at me like, Jinx, shy, reserved. When I see you on stage, you're definitely not that. And I guess you can say that's the alter ego, but at heart, I'm definitely a shy person. One particular experience that I just wanted to highlight over the last couple of days that really highlights and illustrates the importance of answering your calling is, outside of music, my profession is a banker. So I was at work one day, and I work with a lot of not-for-profits. That's what I do at work. And I was in a meeting, mind you, I was so hyped to be in this meeting because it was a Friday, we were having a potluck, I was making waffles for everybody, we were vibing out. It wasn't your typical work meeting, it was like an actual fun meeting, right? So in the middle of the meeting, my boss said, hey, I just got a call, can you step away, handle this client situation, come back if you can. In my head, I'm like, dude, it's Friday, the meeting just started. This is one of the fun times that we get to have on the team this week, and now I got to go do some work. Fine. I'm okay with doing work or doing things that I'm called to do. But the thing that actually, I guess, made me the most hesitant was the fact that I had no context of what the client issue was, what I was stepping into. Fast forward, I'll spare you a lot of the details, but I get into the meeting. There is a guy in a suit. There's my boss's boss. In a room, we're on Zoom, by the way. So my boss's boss is in a room with this guy in a suit. He's the CEO of this company. And basically they want me as a banker to kind of tell why we as a bank would be best for their not-for-profit. So started talking to this guy. I said, okay, tell me about your journey. Tell me about your business. What are you needing? Like, where are you? Just tell me a little bit about your business. So he starts going into the story about how him and his family lived in Ohio, and they were working class, doing well for themselves. And then at one point in time, I guess he just lost everything and became homeless. Now, mind you, he has a wife and 2 kids. Goes without saying, it was a struggle. So moves to Cali, doesn't do well, moves back to Ohio. And in Ohio, I guess he found a shelter that would take on his family. While he was in that shelter, he said something about starting a business. I can't recall exactly what the business was. I feel like it was a cleaning business, but worked hard, worked up enough money to get him and his family outside of poverty. So after that, this man found a way to become part of the board of the house, the shelter that was housing him and his family. He ended up becoming a board member. So not only was he able to find a successful business and thrive in that, he was then able to become one of the leaders of the facility that was housing his family. Again, inspiring. After that, he decides to pick up and move to Texas and, start his own not-for-profit, which the idea behind his not-for-profit is to house people in need, homeless, hungry, that type of thing, right? He hasn't got started yet, but through his faithfulness, basically, somebody donated a house to him, like donated a place for him to actually run his business and house people that need it. if you're following, all of this stuff is happening just by him saying yes, and by him just not giving up and being faithful and sticking to the plan and the calling that God has placed in his life, right? So I'm sitting back listening to this, and I'm just like, man, I haven't talked for like 5 minutes. I'm just letting this man cook. After that, I basically said, I'm glad that you said that you're a man of faith, because so am I. And I said, before we talk about any banking, I just want to let you know that your story is inspiring. And I want you to let you know that I'm a man of faith too, and I am gonna pray for you. I know that God has basically given you what you need already, and you guys are gonna thrive and succeed and so on and so forth. Like, I was just bam, 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 you know what I'm saying? Like, going off the hip with like just all this, what I felt was inspirational stuff that God was putting in my soul, right? And so after that, he said, man, this meeting already got better. Like, you can see his face, like he was smiling, and we weren't even thinking about banking at that point, right? And so on the business side, that's cool, you know what I'm saying? But more importantly than that, it's hard to really describe that moment. It's hard to really describe and put into words how God was moving in that moment, because my boss could have called anybody else in that room, right? And said, hey, come deal with this client. I could have said, nah, I'm still making these waffles for my coworkers. I've been like putting in work to make sure that I got everything I need to bring to work to make the waffles. And it's a Friday, I don't feel like doing it. But I did, and all the little pieces were being put together so that that moment can happen. I know that man was blessed by that meeting. We had some follow-up emails after that, and you know, it's really hard to say where we're gonna go from here, but just, again, it's hard to describe that moment, and I just don't know that moment wouldn't have happened unless I was in that room, unless I answered that call, yes, unless I just did what I had to do and be obedient. So my message to you, again, not to be drawn out, it's probably already drawn out already, is just, I inspire and encourage everybody, no matter what you're doing, no matter what you believe in, just make sure that you are fulfilling your destiny. And I know that sounds cliche, but that just is as simple as just answering that calling and just saying yes to whatever you're called to do, whether that's in your career, whether that's in your family, whatever it is, whether it's in your faith walk, whether it's just anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, just do what you're supposed to do. I just hope you guys find joy in the unknown at the end of the day, you know what I mean? So that's it for today, man. We're gonna take you on some more journeys. Like, subscribe, whatever all the YouTubers saying. Again, I'm still new to this, this whole space right here. So hopefully y'all enjoyed the channel so far. Make sure you check out some of the other videos if you haven't already, whether it's the running journey or actually this is the first lifestyle one. So just make sure you're still locked in. And I love y'all, man. It's your boy Jinx. Peace. I'm out.